Certainly salute her. Now back to our breaking news in Morgan Park. A retired Chicago firefighter killed in an attempted carjacking.
I'm Brian McDermott, Chief of Operations for the Chicago Police Department. At this time, I'd like to offer my sincere condolences to the family of the victim, who is a retired 67-year-old retired Chicago firefighter. On today's date, at approximately 2 p.m., our victim was leaving a popcorn store at 117th, right here at 11758 Southwestern. He was walking to his vehicle. He was approached by a four-door dark-colored sedan where multiple male black subjects exited the vehicle. There was an exchange of gunfire. Our victim sustained one gunshot wound to the stomach. He was transported to Christ Hospital, where he was pronounced at 2:45 p.m. The offenders fled westbound on 118th Street in their vehicle. Currently, Area 2 detectives are on the scene canvassing for witnesses, attempting to locate any private video. And at this time, we're asking that anybody with information that could help solve this crime to reach out to cpdtip.com.
Can you be a little bit more descriptive with the vehicle at this point? Are we talking a sedan, an SUV, any make or model?
A four-door dark-colored sedan.
Is he 67 years old or is he 65? Because we're getting two different ages here.
The information I'm getting is 67.
Were the offenders perhaps hit by gunfire?
Unknown at this time if the offenders were struck.
It looks like there's cameras here on the side of the building here. Are you guys examining those or will the video footage be released to the public?
Yes, there is private video that I'm not sure if it's going to be released, but there is private video that is being recovered by area detectives.
You said he headed west on 118th. There are homes that way. Do you have indication that these individuals went into a home, or did they go over the tracks heading towards the Blue Island area?
We don't have any indication where they went. We don't believe they went into a home, though.
Do you know how many shots were fired and all?
It's unknown at this time how many shots were fired. There was an exchange of gunfire. That's all we can tell you at this time.
Sir, let's talk about it. You've already addressed that you had a 120% spike in attempted carjackings this year in 2020. This time you're dealing with a deadly one that involves someone who served and protected this city for many years. What's going through your heart and mind? And Alderman O'Shea, I don't know if you want to chime in on that as well.
Well, again, like I said, my heart goes out to the family of the victim and to the victim himself. The Chicago Police Department is well aware of the increase in vehicle hijackings. We're doing our best right now to increase the capabilities of our citywide task force. We are aware where the crimes are occurring, and we're going to deploy resources to the appropriate areas.
Do you believe that the people in this one, even though you don't know it yet, you have an MO where these four people could potentially be involved in similar carjackings on the south side, and that you are aware of? Are you connecting the dots, or is it too soon?
The detectives will connect the connect the dots. That's what I was looking for.
Just yesterday, there was an individual, a 50-year-old woman that was robbed in her garage right down the street in Beverly. Alderman O'Shea, you might be aware, 94th and or 94th, right off Western Avenue. 97th. There you go, 97th and Winchester. Thank you. In this particular time, people in this community are concerned. What do you tell them? You know, you have people coming home from work getting robbed at gunpoint in their garages. You have deadly attempted carjackings right on a busy thoroughfare. What is the message that you send to these people in this Beverly and Morgan Park community?
The message is that we hear their concerns loud and clear, and that we understand the fears that they're going through. You know, we all have people that we know that live in this community that shouldn't have to live in fear, and that the men and women of this department are working their hardest to stop the violence that's going on right now and try to make this community and the city safe for everybody.
In addition to the said crimes that he just said, there was also a mass shooting that occurred here back in August. In terms of security here in the area, what are you guys doing to ensure the residents, as you guys look for these suspects, that they are going to remain safe out here?
I'm working closely with the superintendent, with Alderman O'Shea, and with Commander Joyce from the 22nd District to ensure that they have the appropriate resources here to make sure that everyone feels safe.
There are so many people out here who are...
Any other questions about this incident here?
People who are afraid to step outside their homes. Any words of encouragement to the residents out here?
Can you repeat the question?
Any words of encouragement to the residents who may be afraid to step out of their homes? Like the crime has so many people out here afraid.
Just know that there's hundreds of officers out here that place their lives on the line every single day, that are out here trying to protect the citizens of the city. You know, we have been shot at over 70 times, shot at over 70 times this year, and we're out here continuing to do our job despite the risks that we're under, and we'll continue to do our best to protect the citizens of the city. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. The name of the firefighter that was...
Yeah, people are scared. Our Vermont Terry asking some critical questions. As the captain there said, 70 officers been shot at this year. We've had more than 900 murders. Carjackings have skyrocketed. The latest, late this afternoon, a 67-year-old retired Chicago Fire Department firefighter shot in the stomach by 4 individuals as he got out of his car. All they wanted was his car. He later died, was pronounced dead at the hospital. He apparently exchanged fire. One point, pulled a gun, shot at the 4. We don't know if any of them were struck. The firefighter has died. The 4 now are on the loose.